We need to do a better job at closing games. I understand we're tired. I understand we've been playing every 3 days, but them too. And again, the main message after the game to the group is we either need to suck it up and defend all together and still apply some pressure and stick together and fight, or we need to find a way to keep playing the way we've been playing for 70 minutes. So yes, frustrating, disappointing because I thought tonight we should have walked out with all the points.
Was it the same kind of the same problems as from the Colorado game, except on that one you hung on?
Yeah, I don't think you can speak about like the same kind of games. Like those games are different. Again, I thought we'd be able to have a little bit more energy, like in the last 15-20 minutes of the game. I thought we'd be able to control the game a little bit better with the ball. And then you start like losing a little bit more balls. You start defending a little bit lower. You concede like set pieces. You concede crosses, and you start playing into their hands because that's what they want to do.
Chris Durkin's goal looks like a very pretty goal, like the kind you love to see. You love to see all goals, but a very good goal.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. It goes with a couple of things we spoke about during the week in terms of like the movement we'd like to see like on the side to get there, and then it's a good finish for from him. So like again, like I was really happy like all the way till like 60-70 minutes mark, and then I felt like the game shifted for whatever reason.
We'll go to Justin.
Hey, Coach, it seemed like after the initial subs that like something in the momentum shifted. Was there something in the game plan that you wanted that new group to come on and help tackle, or was it just in the timing of the subs and the
Yeah,
timing?
listen, like it's a fair assessment. Like we're making subs to bring some energy. Like the energy, like I didn't think we brought that energy that I thought we were gonna bring. But again, it's more of a collective thing, you know. Like we need to reflect on that. Is there a moment in the game where we started to force the play a little bit more, or like not doing like the things we wanted to do? Like the plan stayed the same for the whole game, like in terms of how we wanted to attack and how we wanted to defend. Of course, like the momentum shifts, like when they start pushing guys up and they start bringing more size and they start playing more long balls. So those are things you have to be aware of. But at the end of the day, those guys like they've been working really hard now for 4 months. We're like on the back end of like 3 games. Like we've been playing on the road a lot lately. So like it's been a grind. So I also need to take that into consideration when it comes to the reflection piece. You know, like those guys they've been putting in so much work like so far this season, and again it comes into the equation. But at the same time, there is some lesson we need to learn.
And looking at the lineup today, Falu plays a pretty big role when it comes out throughout the course of the game. At one point, he was leading the team in touches. Can you speak a little bit just about like how his performance was and being in the starting lineup for the first time?
Yeah, it was great to see him out there. Like not an easy game. I thought the way he's defended for most of the game with a yellow card as well speaks to his abilities. You know, I don't think it's easy for a center back in this kind of games where you have to fight, you have to grind, you have to defend in the air, you have to tackle. To be on the yellow like early in the game is never easy. But again, give us some quality like on the ball, and was able also to help us like defend. So it's good. Like we said, we have like good competition in those positions, and to have him step in today and have the performance he had is very positive.
And then, how much of a relief is it when VAR takes a look at that goal at the end there and it comes back and you're able to get at least a share of the points at the end there? Was there like a sense of relief that came over you in that moment?
Yeah, of course. Of course, you go from like being in control of the game, leading 1-0, and thinking like, okay, like how can we stay on task and keep that control to wrap the game up, to like conceding on like on a set piece second phase, and then about to concede like on a second set piece like later in the game. So of course, it's a relief for everyone when you get that goal like brought back. At the same time, like when we speak about consistency, you know, like there is a block at the back post, there was that offside position. So again, when it comes to those details of like holding the line, you know, like this also needs to be noticed by people. You know, like those are the little details that define those moments, and those are the thin margin. You know, so again, credit to the guys for holding that line and making sure we put them in an offside position, and I think today like the point is fair, even if we thought we should have gotten better.
Thanks, Coach.
We'll go to Drew.
Hey, Coach. Sangbin looks like a completely different player than the beginning of the season. Can you talk about his form as of late?
Yeah, he's been great. Like I said to you, like since Tulsa, I felt like he came in with a different approach. Like it seems like something clicked where he expresses himself more. Like he brings more more quality like in the final third and like on the ball. So I think it's been great. We've been speaking about that a lot, like the dynamic of a team, the dynamic of a season. You know, some guys start the season, some other like continue the season, and some other finish the season. So it's part of those opportunities that guys are taking. I felt like that Tulsa game, like something clicked for him, and like I said previously, like that little injury probably like prevented him to get involved a little bit more after. But he's been in good form lately, and it's good for him and also very good for the team.
And then Daniel Edelman talked about potentially wanting to save yellow cards for maybe the second half and finding that balance of aggressiveness and kind of passiveness. Can you talk about how that's been for the team?
Yeah, it's very hard to decide those things. You know, like you want guys to be aggressive. Like we're a team on the front foot. We want to defend like very high up the pitch. We wanna be aggressive. So like it comes with some challenges, and as you know, like it's about like those moments where you get booked, where like after you have to defend like on the yellow that are not easy to manage. But at the end of the day, it's part of the game. So I don't think you can really pick and choose like those moments. I just think it's a matter of like applying the game plan, like making sure we stick to our principles and we keep defending the way we want. And if we're proactive and our decision making is good, I don't think we need to make fouls necessarily.
We'll go to Rocchio.
Hey, Yoann. I know two of them got blocked and two of them got missed, but Conrad Vollum came into the game with 9 shots and had 4 this game. Anything different with his positioning, getting up in the box, or did he just kind of find his spots a little bit better tonight?
No, when we play with him and Sangbin like that, you know that you can invert them. You know they've got a relationship, and you know that again the way we want to get in behind, it's gonna put like either him or Sangbin on that right side, like inside the box, like in shooting position. So I just thought today, like when we were in control, we were able to create like good moments where we were able to put guys in front of goals. And I think that's just like the outcome of it, you know.
And then on the other side, Santos 4 for 4 on crosses. He struggled a little bit, but he gets that goal. Seems like maybe gets a little bit of a weight off his back in what's been maybe an underwhelming season for him so far.
Sorry, who?
Santos, he had 4 for 4 on crosses today. He'd been struggling, but he gets that goal, and it seemed like it might have got some weight off his shoulders.
Did he get the goal or did Chris get the goal?
No, I'm saying he got the goal earlier this week.
Okay.
Against LAFC, and then tonight he goes 4 for 4 after struggling all season on crosses.
Again, it's about improving. You know, it's about getting better. Those guys, at the end of the day, they want the best for themselves. You know, I don't know any player that is walking on the pitch and trying to have bad performances or like not find a player like inside the box. So it's just about like adjusting those details. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of performance, like a matter of moment as well. So like it's good that he was able to complete those crosses tonight. But at the same time, I'm looking more at the performance and the way he's been in the past 2 games has been very good for us. And that's what we want. You know, like we want to have competition. We want to have guys that are able to step in and create a little bit of that competition like amongst the group that will help us get the best out of the players.
Tom, we'll wrap up with you, but we only have time for a couple more questions.
A lot of changes in the lineup today. I assume Hartle was sick.
Yes, he was. Yeah.
Other than that, was it rotation with an eye towards the Open Cup game on Tuesday, or is anybody else who wasn't available?
Yeah, no. Cello was sick. Lucas needed to rest. So like we're just trying to be mindful. At the end of the day, like that's also the way we want to create the environment. Is we've got a group of like 24, 25 guys, and there are some opportunities for guys that are like those games when you play every 3 days. You need to have some level of freshness. I thought the guys did really well. We had like 7 guys lining up on the pitch tonight that played 45 minutes or less from the previous game. I really think that when you play on the road, this is important, and when you play every 3 days as well. So we knew that going into this game, like we wanted to have a little bit more fresh legs. We wanted also to give some opportunities to some guys that earned those opportunities, and I was very pleased with what I saw. And what it creates is just a little bit more like competition and a little bit more option for us as a staff to pick and choose for the last 2 games.
Yoann, thank you.
Thank you, Yoann.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Chris, what's this one like when it's a game that looks like you're going to win, and then it looks like you're going to get a tie, and then for a while it looks like you're going to lose? I mean, this is probably one of those ties that doesn't feel like a good tie.
Yeah, I think the conversations in the locker room after, we need to figure out how to see games out better. A little bit antsy the past 3 games in a row when we have a lead. I'm proud of the group and how we played for the majority of the game. Not an easy game against DC where it becomes very physical, second balls, duels, in a tough place. But yeah, we have to reassess. We still have momentum carrying with us, I think, and we have a really, really important game coming up on Tuesday.
Has it been different being in the lead the 3rd straight week you guys have scored the first goal?
Yeah, it's been great to have those leads because I think can rely on our really strong defensive form. We have a good block, in my opinion. It's just we lack some pressure throughout these past 3 games, and getting pressure, which in turn comes crosses in the box. And when you give a team like DC several set pieces, it becomes dangerous.
It looked like on your goal, Songbin, Cedric, and Simon all made contributions there to kind of set you up for that.
Yeah, I saw Songy going down the right channel, and screaming for the ball for a cutback, and then Glad, normally Seti, is one that shoots that, so he leaves it for me, and I connect okay with it, and takes a weird bounce over Sean. So happy to get the goal, and had 18 tickets here for the game today, so I was happy to have all the family there too.
Go ahead, Justin.
Yeah, Chris, I know your celebration was a little bit more muted than usual. And what does it mean to score in DC, but also to score against the team that brought you into the league?
Yeah, it's it's tough because I always want to celebrate a goal because I don't score often. But like I said earlier, DC gave my dream to me. I was a boy watching games at RFK, and I'm grateful for the DC United organization and everything they've done for me. So yeah, it was a bittersweet moment, but like I said, had 18 people in the stands, family, and to throw a little bit of a fist pump up for them, and for them taking the 2-hour drive from Richmond up here. Grateful for them.
And then to be in a partnership with Miguel Perez, I know you've played together before, but in this game where everything's kind of moving around so much, what was it like out there playing with him and being in this more physical match? There were a couple times where he had some good seal outs as well. How is that midfield operating tonight?
No, I think Miggy has earned the right to play. He's played, had a solid preseason. Has played really well in training. Has really applied himself, and has seen a lot of growth in his game this year. And it's been a great, midfield department of me, Daniel, and Miggy. I really enjoy playing with all 3 of them. So it's a next man up mentality, especially with so many games in a short period of time. And I thought he did well.
You guys, go ahead.
Yeah. First of all, Chris Durkin down the line with the District Press. Good to see you. Welcome back to DC. You mentioned the number of people coming back to see you, and I'm sure walking in this place, it's kind of familiar to you, but also kind of a weird setting.
Yeah. Going
into the opposing locker room. What is it like, and how do you kind of compartmentalize this so that this is not, a special game, but it's just like every other game you're playing?
Yeah, like you said, just try and make it, another game. I rely on my preparation and doing the things that leads to a successful game for me. But like you said, it's nice to hear welcome back, Durkin. The DC United fans have always been great to me. Always felt support, and I love Audi Field. I played the first game ever here. That holds a special place in my heart. So it was really cool to be back. I haven't been to the DC area since I got traded, so it was fun to be back too.
Chris, Jose Mine, WTP, welcome back. You mentioned you haven't been back since the trade. There's a lot of turnover. Have you had any conversation with some of the guys, whether employees or staff or players, and how welcoming they were, and how is it? You kind of mentioned the emotions, but how does it feel to be back and wander around a bit?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, there's been a lot of turnover, but it's great to see Jackson, Hopkins, Alex Bono left and came back, so great to see him. Two really good friends of mine, and a couple of athletic training staff and video department guys that I know well. So always great to see familiar faces. Known a lot of those guys for a long time, and we've all shared a special bond. So I'm grateful to see them, and it's always good to see.
Go ahead, Rock. Matt?
Chris, we've talked about you guys making more of those overlapping runs and taking advantage of the space in front of the central midfield. That's exactly what you did on the goal. Just has that come from just that focus? Was it a tactical thing that maybe opened up more space, or is it just that focus on you and Danny and Miggy just taking the space when it opens up to you like that?
Yeah, it's just like we talked about that, late run from the midfield. I thought it was on in that moment. I really have to be selective with them and make sure that there's cover behind. But I thought it was a great opportunity, and I'm glad Sangi heard me with the cutback. That's something we've been working on, and I've been working on it a little bit the past couple weeks with finishing, and you just try and get it on frame, and it was I think a well worked goal from the entire team. And I was grateful that it went in the net.
Go ahead, finish up with Tom.
A lot of games coming up in pretty short order. Did the red card help you? Are you fresher now for these last 2 games before the break because of that?
Yeah, I think if there was any positive from that red card, it was to freshen up a little bit. It was an inexcusable foul from myself, and I really looked in the mirror after that. And hold my hand up. It's not good enough for the team. It looked selfish, and I was grateful to be back on the pitch and fight for the guys and not make a mistake like that again.
It would have been bad if you missed this game because
it was,
that would really hurt.
It was I'm still in yellow card trouble as well, so I have to be cautious, and it's tough in the midfield. I'm gonna run the risk of yellows all the time. But yeah, it would have sucked to miss that game this game for sure.
All right. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, thanks, guys. We'll see you. We'll send out the schedule.